Hi there. This is a video on communicating at the table in RSVP Bridge using messages, alerts, and explanations. So here I am ready to play board number 1, and I am logged in as Mitch, and we are waiting for Chuck to start the bidding. But in the meantime, I would just like to send a message to the table. I can click message, type my message, and click send. And at that point, everybody at the table will get this little blue box in the corner, which usually sticks around for about 10 seconds or so, and then you can click on it and it goes away. By the way, these messages are not logged. Once they're gone, they're gone. They can't be retrieved. In case you need to send a message to the director, all you do is call the director, and at this point, everybody at the table will see a message that Mitch has called the director, and the director will get a message and be notified that he needs to come visit your table. So now let's look at the communication tool specifically related to bidding. Let me advance the bidding a bit. Okay, here, Chuck Vanderbilt has opened 2 clubs and his partner has bid 2 diamonds, which is generally not alertable. And Mitch is wondering what that 2 diamonds means. And by the way, don't pay attention to the actual cards. This is just a demo on the bidding. And I didn't set up any hands to match the actual bids. So I want to know what that 2 diamond bid means. And so what I do is I click on the 2 diamonds, and it tells you what the bid it is, and you can request the explanation. And you can see that right now the explanation is we are pending explanation. And any bid that has a request out there that is visible to you will have a blue border around it. You cannot see explanations of your partner's bid or any explanation that you have not asked for. So Jordan is being asked to explain that bid. So let's go see what Jordan's screen looks like now. Okay, Jordan has his 2 diamond bid down here on the bottom, and it is flashing, and over here it says please explain the flashing bids. So you need to click on it and type in what it means, and they're playing steps, and it is 0 to 3 points. Okay, so you submit that. All right. So now when we go back to our friend Mitch, you can see that the explanation has updated. Now Mitch's partner is Brenda. Brenda did not ask to see what that 2 diamonds means. So let's go look at her screen. And you can see that the 2 diamonds does not have the blue border around it, but she's certainly entitled to ask what it means. So she can click on that bid. Oops, hold on a second. So she can click on that bid and request an explanation, and you can see that the explanation comes up immediately because it had already been made. Now let's say that you didn't feel the explanation was sufficient. You can request further explanation, which basically starts the process over again, and the explainer will be asked to provide further details. So now let's take a look at alerting. I reset the bidding again here, and I want to bid a new minor forcing bid. So when I bid 2 clubs in this situation, in live play my partner would normally alert it, but here we're going to alert our own bid. So I'm going to put in new minor forcing and put in my 2 club bid. You'll notice that now has a red bar around it. And if I had mistakenly alerted something that didn't need alerting, I could click remove alert, but I'm not going to do that right now. And if we go over and look at Mitch's view of the world, you can see that he sees my bid with the red bar around it, and he can see what the alert was. And if he has no idea what NMF means, he can request further explanation. So we go back to Jordan's screen, and you can see that the bid is flashing, and it is asking for a question, what it means. So 5 plus spades, 11 plus high card points, or whatever you play it as. This is just a demo. So now when we go back and we look at Mitch's screen, you can see that a further explanation was added. Now you can keep going back and forth with this explanation stuff, but frankly at some point the director's going to get called and ask you not to be so bothersome. Let's take a look at that removing of an alert. Let's say that now that it is Mitch's turn to bid and he has to make a bid and he says he's going to alert and he's going to bid 3 diamonds. Who knows what that means? And you do not have to type in an alert. Your alerts can be empty. We can come back and talk about that in a moment. But because this button is red with white letters, that means it is going to be alerted. So I'm going to make my bid, and you can see it's got an alert on it, and you go, oh, I didn't mean to have that alert button on. So you can click it and say remove the alert, and the alert goes away. Now let's say that Chuck now realizes we're partway into the auction that he really should have alerted that one no. Now I know that's not real bidding, but it's just an example. Let's go back to Chuck's hand. All right, so Chuck's looking at his bid and he says, oh, I should have alerted that one no. He taps on it and he taps in add missed alert. And we'll say it's forcing. We know it's not, but yes, we're just typing in something, okay? And now the bid has an alert on it and everybody at the table will see that it was alerted. Let's talk about those empty alerts for a moment. Let me reset the hands again. Okay, so here we are. It's my turn to bid, and I want to bid 1 club, and my partner and I play that this is forcing and could be short, and Chuck and Jordan have played with us enough times to know that my opening 1 club is always forcing and could be short. So I'm going to click alert and just say 1 club. My partners know what it means. I'm not going to bother typing all that right now. So the alert can be made and it will just say that it is empty. And if your partners or your opponents are fine with that, they don't need to ask for the explanation. You might find that you do that on 1 no trump openings as well, 15 to 17. If for some reason your opponents aren't aware what your bid meant, they can always ask for the explanation. Okay, so that's it for this little video. I hope this has been helpful and we look forward to seeing you online. Thanks.